Instrument 2462. Remember, organized labor has a letter from your predecessor suspending the LI 2462, pending its revocation. LI stands as a legal doorway through which reckless mining activities are taking root in ecological sensitive areas. We urge your administration, Mr. President, to take decisive action to close this chapter and lead a new approach that prioritizes environmental protection and responsible land use.
The fight against galamsey is a complex one, and when I was vying for the presidency, I did not kid myself that when I come into office, I will win that fight in 4 months. Yet, we will not give up. Our gallant men of the armed forces and security services are up to the fight and will continue to score successes against the selfish companies and individuals who are destroying our forests and polluting our water bodies. As far as the fight against galamsey is concerned, I say, aluta continua.
We are part of a coalition against galamsey. I'm saying no, they say, but you because I can't say idea edi on my nunya. Cause bra doing health infrastructure. Let's all see a nema a day any public call ya no muskum by I still say galamsey in Sudimo akotin pa. Inti yedenya me ase so de naba. Me so no so obi a oti asem. Ye because aka no na mre animanim ya no untu anamon emfa galamsey a ese yinsu ne kwaye ho.
The surest way of fighting galamsey, unimadekro, excavators, controlling excavators. Because without excavator, you can't do some mining. I mining issue. It is a one I would a fidie mine na, then you can control what is useful. Into young koto fidie, near farmer miners, yabemo mo excavators. By excavator, no, ya your operators are training your monomuchi. And a big tree. Into your operator now, you're training now, you trianacano. Oka so onfa excavator nko ye illegal mine ye sensu a onye ena yenim se ye yeduma yeni no obetumi abu ye asem so nti no yasan so the technology aka ho ye the geofence trackers ebe hye mfidie ni mo because the concession bia no the coordinates e wo the MCAS platform of Minerals Commission. It is yenim se yama OB Ventures concession e da sehi akontomra yama wafidie a the coordinates of your concession no ya bogu tracker mo ya dia share fidie ni mo me ma excavator na excavator na travel concession share excavator no dey enye se be hu engine be break e be gina I just say
Matthew atenase fa na sekese ekoma Franco Trading Enterprise e be case no say phone papa efie en hodom ope phone ya ne bo e wo fom na be che e de amawa ye Franco Trading Enterprise na me kan for e de ama say e condition ade bi ye demo e ye bian Franco akache na kwa wosa e be ka bi ato Penipo no na eda Minerals Development Fund ano also the National Women Organizer edema ruling NDC amanyoko Dr. Hannah Bisiu ene dodo na yetade nimno wata Dr. Mwadjwe
Pacho ye woman of
boko dia
if I turn Yankopon Adom na broso my June has ended in praise.
Yene yabiase Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisiu mi hunu wo say ya na atie from Professor John Evans atame samamu so power send so of abedechre say ya na atie what are you doing
Adom
Yamana duma
I'm a product of grace and mercy of God.
Edemias Elisa be come to say abamu to say
Nyamiadom amanyoko no ya ho ye aban so Yankopon nadom eniema ekos.
okay nas National Women Organizer mobile power wetimi amiti mo mafeku na oka omochi se omumua na NDC ntimi mra power no wetimi ehia omo
Oh ye ba power die mintimi nhia mo as a dom mehia fabi
okay
mehia leadership ne bi
okay
na afi enkona wiye no na yaye a bigger program
okay
ehia ye
for NDC man
NDC man me patron
okay President John Dramani Mahama ehwe munyam kaiwo abra na of forming a lean government. You are fortunate to be part the team of making the lean government as the administrator for
Minerals. And you come from how you know the United States of the Chimento.
Penny power
city. Do me no if you do me so aboacha.
Okay.
No jo abos.
E free no go chi ko nyina.
Chi ko no profo den. They all me pack for china.
But penny apa say administrator the Minerals Development Fund. Chire muchumedie pote pa. Yo my Ghana mamrade amamo any say.
It's you me pacho. Me de me fa konya we so na me de nji asronko ama matiefo me hunse mo Facebook fa ho okay nti mo hwefo so me de nji asronko ma wo Mineral Development Fund o man panyini John Dramani Mahama na ankasa ena ote sa fund no at 206 Act not in 2016.
Okay.
March Act 912. Mo nyuma bebrebe no ye Ocean Act na say mamen can be in mo kakra ni bro fi na pese ni asem ochina pa chochina mo bia mframe nkan brofo ano pese
o kan nyina nwumre
me kan nyina kakra na nka me di gu kwa nwumre no me fortuna na meka mamen ko section 5 mammo enyuma ni bi
okay
do say yenye ene say ye be protocol to redress
okay
the harmful effect of mining on affected mining communities and the people.
Okay.
Na yen promote local economic development projects.
There's a moon says sinto ya a former good to a yen to the Kwampaso, enya or miami out do you to former good year.
Me via me de another NDPC.
Okay.
Document.
National Development Planning Commission.
Yes.
Okay.
Mineral Development Fund.
Okay.
Meka baby back up action. Na fe yen promote local economic development. Na any alternative livelihood projects or communities affected by mining communities. Now, if you research and development, a human capacity resource for mining institutions, and in training manpower. Sanema when you na make it came, they didn't who near me na Adom egugu akwem. Na so was that no see binum say mineral development fund afe question bemponum ha.
I think it be mo bisa say afe de mo na mo tu galamsey ase.
Uma umbisa na biso mo say until NDC ba so no.
Okay.
Nipa dodo se ne mineral development fund. Say ho. Uka SMF.
Yeah.
Nipa dodo sen trofo mpo bebra wo mo I be interview me. Wo mo say no munim se ho. Business partners are omo ba fi sofa act na. Baby omo say yetimi enter into partnerships, strategic partnership with entities. And also so de emwa. Ye be business investment in your man also bet me de mwa aba nyame Adom foundation ni nyina yale ni even tertiary institutions ni biso so enter into partnership and investors enter into partnership. Ba be see hostels.
Okay.
Ye be your poultry feed, ye ba be aquaculture, ye ba be training quarry, e wo how be manufacture heavy equipment no parts the mining no adwuma wo hono ma ye wi adom beko agriculture, the formation of agriculture drones na niema scholarship schemes, ultra modern markets, schools and humanity assisting in Yankopon Nado. Na so redress the harmful effect of mining. No? Okay, remember what was so and son of my becca a you for the
NDPC for the
yes, Ababeka, because I'm say Ubisa yen Jumedi, basically, and 20% of royalties.
Okay.
No man penny John Mahama. Okay, say yen fama near the Fembi so ama stool land.
Okay.
Yen the Bema administrator stool land. No the action and no man says send you to a good influence. So stadium man penny John Draman Mahama. Maybe or the cocoa roads a buy.
Yeah.
Some running a mere drum na me or parliament. Na me kai so ba ni enua mo afa hono. Maybe I say so mompene. E o say omani nyamfaso efi cocoa.
Yeah.
And so hwe omo a omo produce cocoa. Any enkura hodo e mayen cocoa, any akwan faso no asetena mu ne kwan enye. Enti ne mfaso obenya bia na fi bi odimu million waka adunum America sikano.
Okay.
That's $150 million.
Yeah.
Na wa yato honye fanye cocoa road. Yes, and it's what they on the team development fund because omaninya former good year no so yenya som faso.
Yeah.
Yenya quarry som faso, yenya clay som faso, yenya nchene som faso, yenya netia yetu, yenya som faso, yenya iron ore so say yetu ebenya som faso, yetu lithium and yet work solar ni nyina ye lithium yetu yenya som faso, bauxite faso be wo diamond so be manganese and faso be wo no enna de very popular we mem you gold.
Yeah.
Yenya som faso enti royalties a mbetua ne nyina na yenka ne se amamre.
Okay.
Mo beye ama aban no aban di mu ohamu nchichemu aduonu emma mineral development fund yen so yemfa emufa emma students.
Okay.
Na fe dia kan fa nyi enwuma obeye investment na fe wafa wa intend to partnership with entities and no sa partnership no e di win-win e be bre fund na di be ma private company no. Yeah. Na sa win-win na beba no so bitimi di aboa den community se be mesi kama trefisa yen no sa benya me 20% and patcho ska bia ni be more de bro.
Okay.
Enti and then people no me na me second administrator.
Yeah.
2017 omo fa first administrator no eno hamambeto
Okay.
menhwehwɛ mu kyerɛ sɛ saa mmerɛ no sɛ ɔmu ni sika ne yɛto fund ni
Ɔmo ni sika?
yes on office because nkurɔfoɔ ba ntimi ntua ɔmo
Oh, what?
sɛ because yɛde sika ne brɛ no sɛ woantimi anhwɛ so yie andane na woankɔ ankɔpɛ partnership anya adwuma de sika so bɛbrɛ wa na kyerɛ sɛ aban kakra na ɛde ma yɛn no
The 20% no.
yes I know mu fa ebeko administrator of two
Okay.
lands na one any form of investment obviously ebesa
Yeah.
ti me ba ye na ye 0.000 na wa account
Ne wa account na kapre ni account.
ni kapre enti fiti February ebesi May na me na me run economy no ohun boyasa na makwako pesika na me de atua we are send de atua ba workers they need intimate
I said, but I mean, tell you, said that 20% now more reserved portion for developmental project for some mining communities. No, over take office no, na account na says can egum no, kapre kran.
me pa na kapre kran almost say na ka 1.3 million na em say at a certain point
1.3 million cedis.
yes but na abine sweep almost sweep no but no mpo no e ka
Na
ye
abame na SVP.
minim what point in sweep
Okay.
but ne enim but the me predecessor catch me no
Okay.
I mean who we account to say ampa almost sweep nanso so e ka e da ho no ye almost 2 million
Wachiro projects are sa sika no monsa eka from 2017 to so be take over no projects are omo says sika no monsa
but
kana.
so mudua me largely na bia wo mu disika wo man crofort bia accounts oh ewo si local management committees ni am bia accounts wo mu di sika kogum mo so mo fanye nti so hweke pesa 2024 sika e buy ekọ ho no nyina no we couldn't account for the monies and even sika wo mu di high office na under contention na yet to free ho no $1.4 million na mu de buy no we account mu no anko even procurement and a minim baby o mu share the yi sika if into me say so mu epia call those accounts nkete no mu ma mu bie with the various communities in them no ba me de ni nyina enkoto echi wanye any form of investment nti sika foforo bi enfi ba ama we enter into partnerships sika bi enfi ba ama minyanti SM say some organization be $3 million sometime.
Okay.
But no, me minti mindi actually fi se bita frache. Ache. Na
mama $3 million.
Me kan ya mineral development.
Okay.
Yes.
Or the says kadema ya mo aba account man I say
o da bi mo me cho se atwam.
Oh, okay.
Na
okay.
me kire se nye.
Yeah.
Se me ka se wanye investment. Sika foforo fi ba bi ama.
Yeah.
Nti memra mampanyi ka se memra na me fa na mu so okay. Aban sika na omde ban eba. E wo se wontimi ntu anamo wontuwe wonhwem na won starting pe strategic partners
Okay.
Ebeboa fund no. As ewie we ya percentage kakra se beba fund no ho we be yesi na no nyame adom omu invite mineral development fund called China Africa Expo no a trade expo no yakwa konya very juicy agreement cooperation agreement. Okay. It's a company no musika omu investment a multi-billion-dollar company in China. And then Yankopon Adom me no mabako semne China na starting ra from 2009. Me de nkrofo akọ China pa on full scholarship.
Okay.
And short trainings no na me de every year na me de nipa be 60 ko.
Okay.
3 weeks anyway. Ye co-position no muchombe na msemempe. Me ye honorary citizen of Hunan province.
Oh, okay.
And na me ye a friend of the Hunan City University. Uko university honoma enua titru for bedua ya me pamidie ne ginae. Enti aye dua kese kama hono. And na uko Hunan province oswa deɛ na ɔyɛ wɔ mu party secretary wonim sɛ China so party no ne ruling o rise bɛbɛyɛ chief justice ɛwɔ China no yɛ madam ɔna no invite me ɛkɔ no nti I had a lot of opportunities ɛwɔ China nti opportunity bi on fancy we say ni sɛ mimi yɛ obi a nka quietly because ɛyɛ based on me past relationship
and I could create we the aba
yes nti ɛyɛ direct investment nti sɛ nka me obi na mendo mine no me obi na manim bu adeɛ me obi na sɛ bi media ne sɛ me a ɛno ane sɛ nka me ba kwa me se medofo me nkrofo ni no asam ka chom sɛ mani omo enter into partnership na monye adwuma no na matena ba bia achunti ba no ɛsɛ ɔmanpanyin de mesi ba bia o sɛ mintimi nyusi adoma nyame de adom no me leverage na me famboa aban adwuma
ati we na partnership ben
ɛno ane sɛ ɔmo ba yɛnyɛ de ne sɛ yɛ akwa land okay na about 30,000 acres ɔmo ba be dua Remy yes Remy no ni about I had to say una beka say enhahan na ye de TZ nye mani bi ba echina on say wo nte se me senka wo te se me aka bon se ne ye we a champon se ne friend edua bi a wo bu na wa hwa na wa wi na de twetwe wo se
so I say sokodua e bi
enye sokodua wo de America sokodua de ye papai we ni de ye bu to da bi kura na ya so de ama me mutimi bu de bu ano ya me suspect say be ye bia free say no de bu a embu na no na ye me call chamama krom e ko remi afom eye niema bebre in fact maybe hu yanka me de itime omu mane be it is a cotton fiber and be is a cotton be a higher grade of cotton and the higher grade of materials ya diapers na say entire mpo ye mami bi matare no bi on ma wo sha na heat wo ho a reduce temperature no about 10% enti eye like China hono ye top and na National Guard crown inner shirt yes our company no with the rem yes rem no so wudua 3 months na anyini mucha high no high in protein enti etime the fresh feed e de ma mo ase be ye nkoko nwan na se bi mpreko enti no so no motwa wie na dua na eno na ye fiber no de machine bim na I say a straighten a yam no near hata no ma ba befa ucha undua 75 days na saying na mocha 85 days na mocha the third one we must pay in climate or Ghana no e betime twa no 4 times in a year enti bosumi we yam no we mo scientists beba no ma be hwe ye soil no
like assassin mo nya de
assassin yenya no wo mo be ye ne test ni bibia yen so ye research department say nyame adom mineral development fund ye very strong research department oni akra wodan no won secondment from CSIR no subscribe so ye PhD holder or I think so ye specialist in soil or something and team Befi Mineral Development Fund ako Hunan
China
ho no mako ishi entire company no mnyom scientists akotena no mo suya the proper characteristics and niema wo se yenye said ye ba ye betimi a training no so be ye say technology transfer in a way see benya Ghana for dodo no be ye wo mo industrial park ye den ye be si adan ye be ye more ye be ye we ni nyina be ye for community no wo mo no see they share prosperity say no munyansi processing factory nti ye wie na ye semi process na wo mo ebe ship ya ko mu
so ye nim say mineral development funds munya asase a it can largely be mining communities
oh yes ye ko mining communities enye baby am fancy active mining po koswa
Okay.
In Krono suso sabi se me ko Ashanti region, me ko Eastern Central, Greater Accra, any region eso enti baby ohono ma mining koso baby am mining enkoso enti honom ne determine ya tro letter enim se onne no msi emfa krata ambra in principle ma acceptable so emfa krata ambra if it's a big create 10,000 direct jobs.
So more specific areas because yeah, now sometimes some of these companies neighbor will say or pay asasia a war peri-urban or urban or rural or specific place.
But your baby are your bedria and near man dear and no dear one my specifics.
Okay.
Name mom industrial park in it here.
Okay.
A pen with Greater Accra.
Oh, okay.
And only dear here about 1,000 acres.
1,000 acres. Okay.
For industrial because some be here comprehensive. They say unim I will say move the beko. And I may sure say me piano makasama one day in central phobia con say 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Baby and no more for hold Remy City ne yinra.
Okay.
Kwahwe development om dia ba ho. Na kwahwe aden yo masi amman krofo mu area honom. Enya baby tie friend Remy City.
Okay. And so omudua sa Remy enwia ye betwa ene de akwa akomo omo anom set a factory adamu a.
That be finally ye be set a factory.
Okay.
That is the end goal. But ashansi ene de e betwa no mu dia konoma ko process wo mu krom.
For how long?
Yenyanya timelines no.
Okay.
Na mso omo pese wo mu mehwe your condition situation na san no matima ka so okay based on the pace aye kon.
Yeah.
Ejidi say by this period ni betimi aye. Anu nti na ye pe 30,000.
Okay.
Na to 30,000 no de omu de bedua de be factory de omu be san de asisi adan de aye niema ma community no nyina omu pe so mpese wura community ni ma na communities a de be kan bom na ka sampa Remy Baha Remy company ni ba if so they have a reputation to protect ti we nyina kan niema bi a fan say okono ma ni ahwe okay die na wo betime bo no so no mo ye no percentage bi
okay
ebeba fund.
Okay.
Per agreement
production infaso ebeba no.
Infaso ebeba no.
There's a percentage
ebeba
fund.
Fund
ebenya.
Me patchon betua ama fund.
Aside or more taxes so much you have to abide.
My sister say no omni GIPC.
Okay.
Ebe ye ne GIPC penyina kasa free zone board so
enti it remember the free zones cover.
Yes, the pese ye no san ye mani na said the ebe ya omuso sa benefit of free zone no
so betimi akọ percentage no remember yourself cost through
what say
and the percentage no remember yourself
cost me ba cho ye ni omo lawyers tenasia gidi say bibia be ye kama ba ni nyina mu no basically aban ho enkom sa nenso aban benya esonfa
so aban capital investment na asase na ye de omo no
me pa cho me
30,000 acres assassin de omo no
me pa cho me
so aside beautifying the community o be building o baby o benya no what direct impact benefit be pa
employment me pa cho
wow
employment yes
so the local community will be considered first
exactly yes and no the omo krampo mo mfi kroma kra insisting first
okay
na me hona ho ye adwuma me dey asase ama na man benefit e beden say no na the conflict
yeah
oh and no achi ni so Remy na nkasa so no e absorb heavy metals if it's as enti one of objectives enti ye dey ye research team for no be konoma kwa akosua ne say omu be bua na ye hu the type of Remy
okay
on say dia bia wo ne nuanom
yeah
enti type of frame ye be betimi adua wo ensase na aye polluted with the heavy metals
okay
na no yetimi the seedlings akọ na omadua wo ensase no so na etimi aye den absorb heavy metals wodua no eno abetimi adua kokko betimi adua wo betimi but Remy no ho na eno no sorry eno no aye den etimi absorb the heavy metals no efi asase no.
Okay. I feel now some draft the agreement.
Me pacha fene say you enter into cooperation by execution any implementation agreement any person in no mo ba and I be we say no Hunan province aban no
Okay.
e de ne stamp esiso my bibia anti ye pese nye bibia na nye kama. It should be sustainable. I was saying to me in quite it was to me ye ma na nye so beti be si factory ni wa. So on no mu wie na jamu process kakraka ha. Na mo de tiaka ekobe bia mo de beko.
Okay. Eti Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisiu Kote administrator the Emma Minerals Development Fund na mote say no etwen enkomo no Emma sto na monto ya what to get Ghana into a big investment and edi won just say ka say asase be na mode money a kire so ekurube ya
Me pacho ewo Eastern region me pese for na mebo ehodi Mr. Robert region ni de metimi aka
but money na na my fasha say di komo
me pacho ai ya kona na mo na so aye bibia
o menya 30,000 acres asase na mayen
me pacho sana na mo aka kire yen tie ne krata ne ko
okay yere ya biase se nyansa na ya wo so ne namurem Mineral Development Fund die kapeno to office ni afro accountant abase administrator doctor can see ato for say na de ni biem 20% we twa beto we twa beto na say yan chale say na janka mo am de parents bi pass afede dey na aba what is nguremu wow ko forward ya bidi
me do for me pacho on se me kasa me catch say yes yen redress the negative impact mining ewo ye ne manes enkro ahoro no eni amanfo ete se enkro ne so ena yensamfa yen promote local economic development projects and alternative livelihood projects amongst many others to the memfa remi impo ayembra nti ye pensa se na ebia kro etimenya asase no nso de ntimenya asase ne se amanfo terrorize kro no ensu e wo ho no ma kembi panke beboa with plantation no ma pollute nsu no schools e wo ho no no motua du schools no school park adane mining site enkrofo fiachi adane mining site enkwara ne mpanyifo tom ehwere mo nkwa sese akwan se eye normal ten emaye ye mayako be kura ye mayako eye normal ekuyafo area ho ntimi nkwafu efiri akodua ne modoba na musuma fa excavator no tutu am na donko afa kwan no mbefa so sa no man ko ho na ma take over wo mon sase ensu a wo monnom eni ensu etene ensu bi te se ofin tano jimi subin pra ankobia ensu ahoro ewo man mu na madu baabi na matwaban na mahwe na madane nsuo na fa baabi na afa mu di mfidie na si nsuo num na mo ayede mamane na makokhoro mo de mercury ne semoled de na mo de aye na chesafe sanai any mercury a contaminating nsuo no nti obi to obo ase Ghana water ma nsuo waje ne kama na wonom nsuo no atifi niti eda atetem honeba na nafi eba wo obo ase misro yensu fino nsu contaminated with the heavy metals and no na e process am Ghana water nyomo fort omo enyisa metals o make sure sensu eba no emu anim intim cause yensa yare no enti na no kra na make say was mahama care no mining companies ni ntuatua any donation per man because kidney problems in niema basabasa aba na ma bi wo na akransa ba akope obi nsam yensa ne sa niema basabasa na efisa niema we se enti sabi sayetna ho mimi feel as administrator of such a fund and yes a fund as sigiska na kocheche nedi yes fa dadanani ye investment na ma amanfo ewo honom no asetena mu nsesa ense ade na yetufi honom no any communities no so asiesie no ense saade no now what think in the comfort of your condition office and the comfort of your condition na wama waka okay mpacho sika se na abo enti simple ekoha teku koha tekuni fa ekoha uwia na wafode wonsa. I'll be an irresponsible leader and I can't be. Afi so oniakro or appointing me President Haman minim na niso ade ho ena minim ade a wo pese onhu e wa mineral development fund opese communities in developing. So be graduate as a medical doctor or even as a veterinary surgeon and a veterinary doctor. Now we start here chuma ya doctor ne mawa wasade ne se wo se wontimi and diagnose preventive and a what therapeutic. Enti preventive no ne ka no prevention me na na se prevention ye better than cow. Prevention ye better than cow. Mo go school mo say prevention is better than cure. Enti preventive for her.
Okay.
Enti we ye can proactive and reactive.
Okay.
Proactive ne say we be make sure say baby and one who say there's potential danger so mo be you move in quickly. And where's ya no quite.
Okay.
Reactive is baby I was a one share na unsiano.
Okay.
O man penny say sa galamsey adiano. It's a no fun. Galamsey imponing is on say I can't galamsey is gather and sell illegal mining. In the eyes of MDF, illegal mining here day. Obebia we bibia a causing harm, damage to the community, mining communities and the people who live in these communities and the environment. Biano uyo illegal. Meaning say when kachi anamebwa two driver's licenses. We do from person mimbisa say driver's licenses no ukra no nam say ukra driver's license two timi two. Okano na wa ye de ope woka kwem.
Baby.
With me the fan baby who a dry one who say kwa no amani afedwa nim na greedy traffic light obetimi ayesade Debbie baby on traffic like no light in your crowd police ni man nsa so say wugina if we say lines is no crown emra wo and any time you go outside the laws of our licenses no yen kan just so bumra so
sure
unye illegal driver thank you very much enti ye no enti your mining community see start approach na nkrofo bebre ni mineral development fund okay start executive assistant in charge of international relations and community engagement start community engagement together with zonal coordinators and our communities no hwe community bi o akwa omtimi twabo abansa na ma yedin de obeka bia msisho makachim so okay weni ebeye wo kan bibia mpom nji wendi because o mabre ene boshe o mabre ni de kana so wo kɔ grounds na so ba enkran na atena wo konwa so in fact so condition abeka se mundum no if we say we be who the real situation on the ground mitofo Yebe sase me de krata bi chiro. Mimbo ehodin. If we say me pese amanfo be hu baby kro na ani akoho. Was say I write in my capacity as do or your hene and caretaker of do or your hene menka traditional area to petition your noble outfit or church to the administrative mineral development fund to come to our aid in fighting illegal mining, which is currently on the increase at the area. Shawabubo ninkro baku mienu miensa enai enum ensia enson watwe edu wachro
galamsey na yo mo.
Yes, te say wo hene we yenya bebre. Me bia me phone so a voice note wo so. Videos wo so. enti yenya saa nneɛma wee bia na afe ye research team no so ya activate unit no
Okay.
na ya cut down wa ye research na ya pick yankase information na yankase device ye means of going in to help read the you call down honoma or say yembra ne meboa na sankrofo no mo ha wo mu no ma me hwe brofo a nana no chroye was say all efforts by the two authorities to combat the illegal mining are proved futile. Hence the need for this petition to your office to come and assist us in rooting out this illegal activity which is destroying our farmlands, which is our main our only means of livelihood. If you're in payment, the quite him odikro no wasi waja dikro ne ye freeze he dia koso no omu pia wo medofo enye no pe so omu kwa akofo mu land na no medical di ntuo ne nsekan ko ne terrorize yo.
Okay.
Ne ya bu wo na afa ya fa omu nsase na nsuo no mo nom ne ya divert na ya sensuo no na schools e wo ho no so ma take schools ni over. China for achi wo mi committee chairman ho say obi to wo mu amna no ba ko mu bui
amna no mo tutu ajan.
Yes eno mo call site say Ghana for na ja mo pe no kofi so ne mo ye adwuma bibi sa ba no mo afa ho abeka so obi atom.
Okay.
Wo mo call ye na mo dituo ehia wo enti wo say ye nim senkamo mamba omo ba ye ho yenim de ebe
omo twi kire mo kwan ya sa China for fa so
medofo meba ho na ansa na mekọ no mepese menka ade be ye ndi se we hu document we
National Development Plan Commission
wo mo the Minerals Development Fund.
Yeah.
And a medium term.
Okay.
Me kama woma sabi womu bleedi, and I use that because I am a nwanwa say obi a onu no nya kronfo so owia na onka say or na police name na meche kronfo because he is not mandated by law to arrest. Na momutimi so kronfo no mtiem sa manfo mra na maso ni mu de se den ko police station. Obi a sabi enye wo wafa say wo sa wonya doctor.
Yeah.
Enti sabi so ho ne se ka abo obi a obeka se doctor na emra me so ni mu ana se police meche driver no ana mo ankasa me bi free bibi citizen arrest.
Yeah.
Enti me ka chiro mo musu ne se enye bibia kra am a citizen of Ghana ena me do man no ena de ekoso ne ha me enti as a citizen ma sorry ye de no to nchen yam ye the National Women's Organizer of the ruling party na no me pese me mbisa wo mu se emra na MPP wo so a na me sister ya subontene Esther o se colleague. Oh yeah, attachment ya for no yeah bro for
colleague is here.
Le pacho colleague.
Colleague.
Na oh yeah illegal mining emro mo no mo method ne say yenye excavator ye be hye no o man kwan kwhye ne de o kwhye ne de ma wo ye yi eno kire say na oh yeah illegal mining.
Okay.
Me susuma banya ba so as the National Men's Organizer me nye illegal mining ne mo me say me hu say me president on pay illegal mining or he's all for responsible green mining. Enunti no me susuma sorry as National Men's Organizer instead say can make akọ illegal mining no.
Okay.
Me fight is illegality.
If not even in your capacity as MDF administrator,
you know,
by virtue so your party executive team. Also ye de aboa wa aban.
Yes, because your Brian son aban neighbor.
Okay.
Enti ade e be say aban ni bia be gu aban nani mase no. O say yintime sorry. We ni sukra free for I'm a citizen of Ghana. Me United States of Techiment ya capital city no eye djumo. E ho na MPF. Enti enunum ye no kura kwato nchenya me pese mu amunim MDF no me pamcho NDP dia ne so mo eye dia ben kan bro 1410
National Development Planning Commission.
Okay sanye hana bisiu kote planning development.
Yeah.
Thank you. Medium term no me mind strategic overview of the mineral development fund or see policy objective no. Second one no, almost promote efficient management of mineral resources. 1, 2. Also support in the prevention of mining environmental degradation and pollution and promote mining community socioeconomic interventions.
It's here say
oh, Debbie, me just say Section 5 no.
Yeah.
A. Redress the harmful effects of mining on affected communities and persons.
Okay.
There being negative and almost say yen supporting the prevention of such illegality. We should support in the prevention of it. Na mete hote se wakotena doctor anim. We si miti ya me ya me jonku me ho ayehye na doctor na matiare adru no mo adru be ma jonku aye oya ne ko no ama we nanso the main cause of jonku ne fie ne we ni nyina no eye malaria. Se doctor no to aso sa obewu enti wo mo wo se nkro we mu no yet nkran ha na wonko ya wo bie wa no kan illegal miners na wo mu no me victims no you stigmatize them no akase yo mu mom na ye illegality na so nyoma aman for fiachi me do for me kan krata bia ma me mbo company ni di me mbo yidin because me gidi se nyankopon na ya ade ama wo mu aba enti problem ne solve baby aye call ye be start fe 2 places aye conference wa west e ho so amna no ye kata so e bedua nua baby a meko hu ho no ma manji endi asesa amna no betimi akata so enne omu ye reclamation no fisi a chenkrofo ho no mechi India fo mienu che Ghana fo
after galamsey natra Ghana China ma India fo nyina bam
yes chichi womu kaka nam ka cho mse mode ye ka enne omu katam na so ne mra so se ni omu a ya chi omu ni di fisa Ghana ye wo mra wa etia saade no enti medafo se wotinkran na wanya sika safa hwen san kro ni amanfo na amanfo wo honom say schools ukọ na bisa akwara wo school KG ni P1 ni no aka cho se mipetuo
some of the minor even no
at a time sukuu ya kwada na si yare abeche na yetu so mpetuo me na me ka so beka so mpeto ise ne ko no mu ya me mobo se wo hwe se de omu atutu school ne ho aba bedu ama onso mutu a omu oba no mutu amna ne ntie hipi koso se yan kontem anko kata so a ebebu agu school ne so na encorrect classroom na ate semfidie ko hwe tim so mu ntehwe no mo wo mu kuro mo honom no mahu se nkrofo de memma kentinka de emane nsekan ne etuo ne eto di cross anajo te na nkrofo dwane ko mu dem you terrorize the community nkora we wo ho wo nkora ne ehu se life survivor no eye etuo patriotic ase fi so no mu so mu bom tete kasi mom de mo fa fo mom ba me no papa no fa fo wo mu nkane akora ba ko timi ka se ya ye penkane so mu ba no matete ye nkane ni no ma se ye so ma se wo mu transformer media na me ka se mi kokro no ye kokro me ne community ni ko hia ne so no de kro ne kan community member ne so ka wo mu se ye nia no ye ni obi obeka sa amaye ma mi abro na bo se mo amba wo bia se ye de ye nka Ghana no ma say yen sa se enia no nia ka bi ye obi kotom mpo na akokan wo asem ena wo hono ma be hu se fon ba bi akrake wo ka say ye kwa ti anye na tia so na abu wagu
eti se na medika ebisa no wonna na mayefo di nkomo no omunnim kwan ya sa nkrofo ifa so ba ekrom ho ana
medofo na na mo de da bi senti na meka na na se wo hono ma no maba omu ba omu start anajo etuo ni eto yan ye ko ye sei e bia ko fa China for no mu le ambush ena nyakopon ye Adom say ya before ye be pie no na ye nkrofo na achi wo enti ye pie ye no ni akron achi no ne etua ya load 4 ache so da form a won se okoteta no ma na wanyana see the China phone event wa waso ni mu ne me tell na me to tenam to tano nsemanya ene nyankopon eyi ne to
okay
enti nananse omo betutu etuo ne sika ne sana ne nkrofo adwane koshisho mu dem they put fear in them
one commander or district wonom edi enkomo oso ya aware of ne ekoso no
me pa cho me ne di nkomo de o ho sesi an oba ye nche
okay
ti oba ye no watinsem
okay
watinsem na committee chairman kan bibia na areho o se madam oh dan yesi apata ya boy ho na ya ekohye meeting committee meeting no ma ba bejuno se yempie mra na wupia ni egwa wupia ni egwa
galamsey for no
me come chiro medof enti won no point China fon ka se we mu wo ma mena bi o matu obi to mu ye ko hotuo no mu di hia
akodro ne free fa de na ade ko ya wo ultimate empower mo sa
de de kan bi di nyame me call first I'll not move ahead of God. And a bibia wo ya wo di akoma pa na ye nyame boa. If we say me movie is not about me. It's for God and country. It's not about me. It's for the people who live in these communities. So man penyin say menhwe na me make sure say wo mu ehu asiesie. Wo mo mobo. Ma menka letter ba konchiro. Okay. Meka no brofo na na te brofo na me de machiu na making kind me mbo company
okay
demo jumadi ekodi ni nani mediki aka se ye sha ase ni nyina ba bia ye bia no ye nya resource obi bia so ya che na tum bia oda so dem ye chiwa
so from China for to
yes yeah do kokot ye do kokot na kota remind you remind you na so ho no ma ha na fe
asa China for na say ye repatriate you mo Adam sa
me pacho da bi Mr. Emra wo Ghana Emra no say ye chiwa minimum of 20 years in prison I shall one order so them
okay
maximum 25 years and a fine either one or both.
I said the interior minister
and a punishment be our interior minister so din come me pacho wo ma din samone na okona hwan metua saka na president Mahama mpesika emetua
to only interior minister Kasa was say year repatriate you
oh that be repatriate me pacho emrane si wo via ne repatriating
or 7 years sentence
exactly e was say wo muntimi nya is in the law
okay to mu amachi wo mu say ampara say roboko court na emrane bo mo
no e ampara ya do mo court wo mu da so wo entinye say nya ampara wo mu ko ma men kai we ntro
okay we carry
no wo makọ oh da bi wo mu dem
okay
fai wo mu dem eno de e ampara enye say e ya agro nkakran entity o company ne wo ho was say the administrator Mineral Development Fund Accra acceptance of responsibility for reclamation of the degraded land due to illegal mining. Dear administrator, I'm writing to formally acknowledge and accept responsibility for the environmental degradation caused by my illegal mining activities on 25 acres of land at Atitem.
That's why a small scale miner.
Me pacho eno ne ye minimum ye nya measure. Ye fane se because akono mu ye ni nyina no enye concession.
Okay.
They've just taken over.
Ye farmer obi aso onye so adwuma. Ye ma obi a license.
And omo so no tie obi ani la. Ye ma obi a license on mine wo nsuo. And ye ma obi a license say mine wo community. Ye ma obi a license ye ekuafo no omo kwa ni terrorize you mo no mo adwane age omo kokoo no no mabu agu. Ntu ni akron say so mpe problem a. Unso mo ben wa no akose mamteku ni sempo na de mindwane fima sasa ne so nefa. Enti mabo hodin me mpese me reading ni nyina waka say wonim the importance of reclaiming degraded land to mitigate environmental damage. No promote society waka ni nyina anti one enema what assessment and planning no or bebua make sure say with all the relevant authorities here you should EPA for to zombe assessment na ye bebu kano ye duan kube na restoration effort say ono so be make sure say bibi bia I was see any fan restore honom no be compliance and monitoring just obey only mineral development fund be adwuma closely I make sure say eniema was see any fan reclaiming land ni nyina ebe koso financial responsibility or be provide resources ni nyina
much nana
China for na me chi wo mu no ni akrodo mu ko hono
ni podo mu ko no
yes sir
you do mu ko illegal mining
yes sir
on natural cratawi
yes sir
say how be a China for no ko form by na be cost bia
yes sir
obetua
yes sir
ye twa ma na tua na ye China sa akwa na
sa me pacho mi wo fufuo no mo nkwan a obeye te se me nkwara brem na metenante odi nsuo na bedu fufu me pacho wakani nyina se tio
okay
was it including any penalties or cost as determined by the state or a competent court a court of competent jurisdiction and I was apologizing for the harm I was causing.
How many years my year was assassin so
me pacho me dear me ne nyantena se me ndi nkomo one me officers ni hia fi se me hu se nkrofo ne nam no mu na bimpu community organizers obi frame ne obi aba na hopese one ne mbra ne na me se no so ka choni akoso ko obecho e fi se mabokoko wa obe try this ikaba me yacho
so this kebro is
Mama intro when the biggest enemy of this fight sika
uko bi bribe o
me ama de o mamba me ni ba me boys ne de o mode sika o se ne go bag emra no mu yi China for na fidi afin ram ho
okay
o mu de to am ram ho
o mu skare to am
se me ko ho me ni o mu nyina me ni o mu make sure se ba bi excavator bi wo bia
okay
na decide se betwe ni nyina akọ police station enti ye wie na engineers ye ho adwuma me ko gina school nanim wo mu si wo mu ba ho sem so mu tete wo mu de bargain by say wo mu ani o mu nka na nka wo mu njai excavate sa machine
okay
enom so ka cho mu so ya madam e wo school nanim ntuti me ko shia ko wi na de mu aya abre obviously mumba de mu ye ne so bonso mu de kasa kase gina kwan ho kasa kase gina kwan ho wo mo de hwe hwan e betimi ayeden bribe no enti
omoka how much they wanted to bribe
there be no my guys will not even engage in the how much omunye usuru na nkomo no di two sentences so hutimi chiro how will you come and justify to me say you are only curious no you are interested
when you ask for how much
why will you ask for how much let's just say who show interest
maybe to ascertain some pampa say
who sika no how much ne de won hia ti no mo say me gina kwan ho mo mfamra
eti Dr. Hannah Louisa bisi kote peso kachre Ghana for say sika pudua ye de so ne mrante hwe no enti me afom so
me yan fan so me mrante ne de so ko me untimi fan so me once me yi ma hwehwe niwa pesa won hwe ani na nya me de ma me ana glasses nka ho when baby is either we rise above these things
okay
and also we are doomed as a nation na sasika no won ma sabi nyankopon mepam cho minka obi aya obi ohon ma yare abona obenya nkode ne ho sika nyina besa ne ho yare enye yi sika ntonkwa and people die for foolish causes to say armed robbery ne wawu so why won't you live for a good cause for God and for country enti wo kwa nam so omnim se sika timi yes ane mani ntino uchi nipa na ne de sika afa ho na wagya no wo yes ya ne de sika afa ha enye na nyankopon na do me pa cho let me kind mount man kan mu nyina
yeah
a huge sign
no doctor wonim
areas yakoko say no o must start a reclaiming land no at their cost a huge success.
Doctor, near ma odie no ye yam hihie ka na yese omamu nyina transie sum asojafo ne a policefo gu kwaye brentum ya anti success story say e bane say na Dr. Hannah Louisa bisi kote enne mranche kakra bi etisimu a afei wona tututu nyina afoma hyase e kata won sa asehwe
me pacho dedi kan me dikiaka. There is no way me yinyame out of this one. Ena da me ka kira manfo say me ne wo sere makuma mu nya nyame hu me. Pacho timase. Enti so wo hwe me entimago efra obi. Ana wo hwe obi dressing no obi hu na na wo determine akuma nyame hwe atare nyame hwe ne yakoma atare. Enye de mapa me hwe me na de hwe won.
O sector minister ya we ne oye.
Why not? Mineral Development Fund say you will act.
Yeah.
Intimate act in Majumabia, including President Obia Yahweh of Ejumedi.
So sector minister Yahweh.
Why not? Say when you secret job.
In your movement.
They say when me movement, I mean country Obia.
Only not even the interior or
me pacho. Me say I'll not tell anybody until I finish. Me kon ma ka cho se me ko e bia me nka so no e bia nko no no adi nko oh hana kra ne me kasa o si okoha not in a bad way. Thank you ni anko le me ambush ni anko kume it will not happen.
So none of your movement be no sector minister Yahweh
me movie vie de Yahweh
like okoye ne oye ni wi a
exactly because manya me intelligence are not tell anyone. Min kanchiro bia woma me ni omu fi office ko ni pombe kanchiro we kanche media phone tini ani nye media bebre ni ani omo nanten womo kra ne be ka first time na womo holding hostage me I had only one prayer am say rade me paucho bibi si kra memma ensemtro for no honka free said they didn't know where we were going 9 p.m. near komo yanda we traveled throughout the night by 5 a.m. near our location enti me beka for what?
I know risking your life.
Me pacho omo muti hono omo rescue omo lives. And na Peter na no mra na onam ensuo so no. Na onante aben Yesu. Na mra wo yi na adwene fi sa target say wokoso ono so nante ndu ba bia Yesu wo. Wo man ho ba ne ho so a wo hwe ensuo na ne yam hye no. He began to sink. Into me I don't look at the storm. I look at what we are going in for. Say, a risky dear. What about those who live in those communities? What about those who live in those communities? Omo sorry I yet you up and down. And kora mukosu yet to amna all around them. Obedene bakwa I am shishia. A teacher for they work under stress. Teacher for no sufi kronkasem no makoko kwakochere ye mana die. Me pacho miokrasini. Mi village champion me kan nya agro na medi. Mananti a mention pabwada. Mananti a sebe mention drosoda. Me na hu kro mitri hu kro menu mu kro. Maton ye attachment ya bonten soda. Se me kona me koton erofu ane ya ntobia ye bebo me. Me pacho na me ka cho so di nsuo bedu fufuo na nya agro me di nsuo ne nchine di fufuo da na sabi ekura bo me na mposo no ne aka cho se me na fa fufuo ni bom ne di na metimi ma me nua nchen ma satare ati ama so nchen da na sabi ma hye chokoto ama ya so nchen na asom ne se wuje mu ne se wen wutum rika wen wa ubofom na wona nchim twetwa wafopa ekurase ni akora life be na me amete he man living
only a place for na soja for
but I was given a chance.
Okay.
Onyame fa me pepa me hu fin ena ofa nipa so ma me chance ti se no man panne jo Muhammad ma to baby say ye won crofo sabi there may be presidents, there may be vice president, a journalist, seasoned journalists, doctors, nurses, engineers, teachers. What have you? Pilots. Omo wa tetem. Womu won kro ahoro ya we are terrorizing these children. Ni ama wadwuma say na wo ti ha say no na wo perfume ne woni ama no more bread then you make decisions for these communities. I beg to differ. Se me dwene me ho dia kameda me ma me afre me amanfa odi afa obi so me see you mbisa ne se man kwa ho anebeko. Yes, I've said and adwuma hu so safrem se memfa.
Oh, so a bokoko.
God ya fa obi so amenadum so na me se yem bisa makacha me papa Dr. Praka Sante wedi September obedi 90 years.
Oh, dey am yase.
Me fa no ne na me se papa man kwa ho anebeko. Se me so me ma me wo me. De obeko no so papa.
Asasa afere galamsey kuna besi wo nko awotiri so.
Ensi me nko amitiri so. Mineral Development Fund are mining communities. If you touch them, we will come. And I him for some ready crater ni viachi.
Yeah.
Yes. And I yansu so no bribe ye.
Hey, and Mosca.
Me pacho. A cheso pacho so momje bribe, muni sikanti no mje bribe.
Maybe. Seko.
Mini ni say yo.
Sikanibre.
Michidi say mo. And na michidi say they don't love the nation. And abomun suro nyame so. E pacho te pase. Enti say yen ye si say communities na say oba NDPC you must see support the prevention po of galamsey adie no e wo ho ne promote economic activities so na act ne so see ni redress the harmful effect na me hu se matia si kronum amanfo owu mo bu wo mu asukufo ntimi nko school ensu ayenom nyina sei polluted sa ne mani nyina ekoso na machi minsa na mete wo se misuro me pa cho no ni akro no te ho dane.
For how long na be we?
As long as it requires. And na mimi nim say the pace at which Nyankopon nado yenya resource no very soon our mining communities will find peace and enjoy development because me hase so me tentacles na baby bebre minim say me bimbo mudin say o ma start e pack wo excavators minim baby so asam
automatic akra na was start here
some rare make us a different region kra minim baby a o ma start ni ashanti ebinim the dozers e ko wo mo site e start akatakata amna no so no ma penua adua. It's a step in the right direction. And today be na be ma ejai. Dey be na be ma mejai. Atem di die ma minjai. Ehunhuna ma minjai. Threat ma minjai. Dey obe kan bia minjai. Baby
a party for e sha say ma obunfu.
Better na party omu pese ye njai mba me abuafu. Ah party ya what di o man panyini kan. Semti some obonene.
Yeah.
And he means business.
What me identify some of more or me behind these illegal miners maybe?
Me pacho. Yeah, you see a lot of approaches.
Okay.
Later me chire we me kaima we chire we say omoba. Uchi nkrofo no omoba. Omoba.
Are they politically affiliated?
When we young nkrofo we say we crowd true nkra menhia no.
Okay.
Me menhia no. And no more manhu no ati wa we say me menhia no.
Okay.
Ya chinkrofo no buy and na DC no na wo. Oni na dili EPF amaye cost any bibi anam see emfa and planting of coconut and county coconut seedlings no na wo momfa no so bi nkam cause for the community and then nkrofo pe coconut ato nti edwa market aba coconut nti omton asika na mba MDF ebe call to directly to
the community
na aboa wo mu ya making sure so excavator bia ya be to bia de ya be fa hwe kwa comfrey na to about 40 excavators filling station na no maye na make one call grants be dey no say filling station in the forest. How does that work? Ghana mra ben ene kiresa ene se me konam ko even this big tanks ya fele fuel woman when you bed 10 ya pack ya me pa choice more than a filling station.
The 40 excavators in a way.
Me pa cho samren na me ni lobe na me frefre na esio wochina ade eche na ka 7 ehona tie ehonum na mini prosini no commander ne kokontokwa no enti wo dia 7 enyan ne dia machi akosio
40 excavators na.
Aye.
Ochi ya na wunya low bed no. Ade abechi onya low bed oko e free 40 amana be ka 7.
Yes sir.
33 etimi free nwura mu o.
Yes, into this time now me call at the time no dear. Me the engineers call. Uniform and non-uniform, both military and police. A call. And I miss Mrs. Sherman. If it's an unknown to at you. Nancy Domule ambush. Tina make us say, Menu nama means Roshi. O yodima funya me. Enti, ya kono, ya near maybe na engineers and some of the track a bomb. Na ma ye na yentimi movie no muso so ehun se ye no factory na track kan kan enti wo mom wonim die esi from no makeka na emesi
87 away
de
7 excavators
me patcho ye 8 the next day no mbesa kwa kofa 2 account ni nyina wo police station but ya fa serial numbers ni nyina ekram.
Okay.
And to be intimate sanche in parts police one also promises and Najubia omobe guard so be me to 2 parts and
Ojuomudi.
Yes, of course. Me pacho nye ni penye na enye.
Okay.
E bi beje bribe enye bi nyina so na beje bribe.
Okay.
And na community for no bi on ma kwa no mo maka a chiro say police for ba ha bebo mo ho ban.
Everybody galamsey for long.
Yes, but media many young who we did the name ya kwa conference say emra ye agent no e call because here na say ne beba community bet na on be 1 week. Minor development for near to be 1 week.
We say good evening that question say me radio message on Facebook Adom 106.3 FM. Message audio go Facebook Adom 106.3 FM. Facebook streaming no. I say that may redeem. We say good evening, Akwesincia, and good evening and lovely evening to my mom, Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisiukote. I'm enjoying your interview live from Ward K Electrical area, Obama Nation, and Edway Ebai. We say Dr. Louisa Bisiu, good job done. God bless you and your family. Emmanuel Donko, also dear, I don't know. We say good evening to you all. I will say may God bless Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisiu. I think she should be made a minister for lands and natural resources. You answer. So, Adom. Doctor, please, after completion in Ashanti region on the fight against illegal mining, come to Western North region. Ancient to be precise, the police and the chiefs are helping the illegal miners to escalate. Wow. I will see Kenneth. So dear, I don't know. We say good evening and keep up the good job, Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisiu Tayo Adi. So dear, what day, I don't know. We say Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisiu, the fight for galamsey should be shoot and kill, because the big men are behind this, so they build them, but no one will not like to be shot dead. Please next time go with the shoot and kill mentality. Eric Oparebesa, so I don't know. This is a woman Ken, no size. Watching live from my brother Dunkwa in the central region, no weapons there. So that way, buy. Where's the Sam George? Where are you? Come and look at the better woman fighting galamsey. Okay, I can't rest. Piaga, and so Eddie, I don't know. Where's your question? Good evening. I'm watching you live from Germany. Where is our so-called 24-hour economy? Okay. I think my Pedifa can want some Eban. We're watching you live from Washington, D.C. Hannah Bisiu, we are supporting what you're doing. And I love your boldness. God richly bless you. Stevenson, Siam, and so dear. And we say, bless you, Honorable Hannah Bisiu. Repent, Joe. And so, Eddie, and we say, I agree with Dr. Bisiu. In fact, when it comes to the fight against galamsey, she's Obaya Asantua of our time. Daniel Nto. And so dear, I don't know. We say, where's Kwakubuain? JDM and the NDC guys. Okay. For any anchor. We say, I like Honorable Hannah Bisiu. She is a hero. Joshua Segbezi. And so Eddie. We say, under President John Dram, okay. And then maybe ho and come for me. We say, Honorable Hannah Bisiu talks a lot as if she doesn't know the policies of her own party. She speaks without action. This is just media gimmick and social media numbers. If not, why does she carry cameras and be taking pictures at Galamsey's site? Ghanaians should be wary. Gasty man, Edia, honestly, Eddie Bynum. We say, bless you, Honorable Hannah, you. Man no be God, oh, may God protect you. Repent and so Eddie. And so, what's my message? I'm good evening, please tell Dr. Hanabisu to come to Achim Assume. We are dying here of Galamsey. The police isn't doing anything here. Asante Nyako Felix Edia or the Ebime. So, Doctor, Omo Amachi Omono, Yedomo Court that bay.
So, answer me very many do the day about you, Medium Court.
That dinner. So, the Attorney General of Ghana. You could talk about docket.
Baby, it will be a Washington region. They are handling it. See our regional attorney.
Yeah.
They are handling it. Emrano ye juma pepe. Emrano ye juma pepe. And Sebi, me see bleeding is always allowed.
Okay.
Ye mean demanding in fear man penny was say when you I really don't even know. In any case, Omo problem say the camera DH, yet the BDH. Woman the meaning of media. As executive free for him for never.
Legislature.
We you free for him for never.
Judiciary.
We you free for him for
The
never.
fourth estate of the realm, the Inky fraternity. The
And him for
media.
Thank you very much. Educate you more kasasano. And na me pese me bisa wo mo say. Emra ye campaign pacho president Nana Done Dr. Baumia. No money social media so. When ya chrono mumpo ye kwa we will expose the canker. Ye be ye. Ye so so a ebe kwa chi. Enya resource. Enya sa media for ye adwuma ya na amenne. Reporter menya ne say site bi the dozers e ko ma start ye reclaim o land no. Ye be take isa na me nyina. Amna donko bi amekoto sumre bi na menya report say ye reclaim no. Ye be ko akwohwe. Yes. Nye wi ya promote the planting of tree. Me as an individual, afi me dua 100,000 trees.
Afi.
Yes, on my own. On my own.
100,000.
Yes, my year 70,000, the last 30,000 echo. On my own. I love to plant trees.
Who's your way?
Media no man cranso. No be so agogo.
100,000 in na.
Yes.
Man cranso ni agogo.
Next year so me sa to us.
Skabe now the executive operation way.
Oh, me pacho say once a sena. Now man
They make about the Galamsey fight.
Oh, Galamsey fighting.
Yeah.
Me pacho ne said the media execute here, the media befa ka ako.
Yeah.
So what you say? And no something I'm say polluter pays principle. You pollute, you pay.
You pay to who?
And you be no more actual bay. We bet you EPA for your assessment in na.
Okay.
Your boka na no wet you.
It currently.
Yeah, they are reclaiming.
My budget na mode AS operation way.
Operation no budget.
Wamo MDF
budget. And anya it doesn't take much.
Munsa come of first share of royalties.
Yeah,
Part.
Exactly, but I'm just operation we no. It doesn't take say ye koye way. We here fuel out the be movie.
Okay.
I thought there be a kwa. Last year, in fact, nam say ye juma nacho. Ye be we anacho. Last time ye na make I say in the D.
Movie anacho no.
Ti ebe kon na me friend madam for be say want to aduane mbre nipa 20.
Okay.
Ena oto emo ene chicken.
Okay.
Ena ye jina baby a ye ko jina ye no na. Ye chichi divi ni sequence be do nkran. Almost 2 a.m. At the past 7, I was back on my feet.
Going back.
Going to a different place to go and work. And maybe it doesn't take much. It takes a will.
Okay.
To move. Me bachoti ase. Semeti mi afaka efiha akukumase. akɔ northern region akɔ Bunahafo region akɔ baabia akɔ sebi ɛyie ana wedding ana program bia the same way na metimi anya fuel ɛde akɔ galamsey side. The rest is a willingness to move, and only a very important the commitment. Now why you resolute say dear beyond you live beyond fighting in Kenya dino there me mom there there may be different things. One a dangerous, yes.
Yeah.
But sikasam no.
Too much.
Because bibiki tuebi no person mom bribe.
And now what this unkunimi?
Oh, me ama bedu die attract me mpo ete say we can say oh aduane nka me kondo na so enya me fe na attract me. It's not something tis sebi okay make us wahu oba bia wahu ebia ye be ka say oba we oyiri hu o say oba me sha we ka say wa sho wahu say me oba ti say respect no nti oba we di attract me won't me pontem
the corruption ya dey attractive
me dofo zero me ti won mani mbrisika
okay
and that is how I nyame so bo me back to ansem fanso ohonom woni ne kowura ba bi no tam bibi okaso pokase ne bo de no de ato. He's always content with what he has. I'm always content with what I have. But what I say sem intime me free we dey make offer baby bia ko hen krampa make us media ne the best because I'm happy with what I have. Oni akro pa me niema no ot contain them by the roadside from mra ne ya wa bam so me ne nanante maybe almost 20 years. Me ba church ase. Me kona me sesa me ho a ye de bibi ntima san ho na ma sesa me ho asusu. To da bia me dwam de ntima abo me mu. I have been with I'm content with that. But what am I say? Enti minim it attract me and I sabi wo be kwa kwaji sika bi a wo da wonda de eno ya asomdwie.
Da bia be ledi akun say ya ana bedru ba bia obeja mamrante na nso akọ.
Oh, some name ranty in an age. Mineral Development Fund. Ye kwa na ye ni a soldier for a serum, a prosifon so na ye doso pa ye serum. Na ye ni womu ene ekoye juma ye wiaja. Ye num ye kukwa ni a pay baby afa ni a dawo mas.
Oshe ye local security ye wo ya or moshe sa ekunwe sua. Are they doing enough? And I think maybe one was a sacrim.
Me pacho me ni say ma take it time to assess anybody.
Okay.
Ma take it time to assess myself and the Mineral Development Fund.
Okay.
Ma take it time to assess your mandate.
Okay.
And ma take it time to assess the communities. And no na migusu ameye. And then nyame adom. Wo ma yen resource. Inti me resource na ba no kire say wo corner you are committed no mun say you are above briber. People will set up. I don't know what happens out there, but meaning what happens our baby MDF yako.
Okay.
Yanya DNA say if you pollute you pay. What is it kind to two form our katasu? Ubi tuya kania katasu. Do obey beyond ye besom ye injaida make sure semrano no beti because you don't have the right to destroy and crawl for livelihood because of what you want.
Okay.
And yet, Fisa also so winning because Obi gave you an opportunity. Na senkobi so say said you no so betimi a survive yan ka bedu baby a wadu wa wo ba ana wo ma enunti wo senkrofo bi madaache ena watimi anya sika na wo de akwa tokas aye niam be na de ahwe wo ma na misra wo woni moni akwa beba be kire wo ba na de e bia sa professor no oti atetem enti asu dia happen no ho de me ka cho se ma ya analysis ma hwe wo bi a misra ndi amenye na mo mahwe me ho ena mahwe ye mandate ena mahwe ye communities ena ye gusu study na nyame adom na mo ahemfo mo so krata ni bi na wo de me de akiro nti wonim eye oso hu say these are authentic things ena nyame adom so reclamation no wo mo ma say no ye de on say wo ba ye sa no tenase we educate you. You see, we are not against say mining, but we are against illegal mining. Entuni akwa concession we on yema kama obi amfa ho.
Okay.
One meteorize community one mesenya one say yensuo. We are not mining in the water bodies. Ghana is happy. You're also happy. But Upesa wunje sikenti, you are killing people in the name of mining. Debbie.
Ameka say dear Obiani H Go TV eso. Especially Mnet movies 4 channel 150. And one is Obiani Tra. Or her movies, Papa, which is a Fast and Furious movies, Ocean's 8, Bridget Jones Baby, and 4. And I'll do a eke kaho and say Unyanya Go TV, oh ya catchy. Unyampe Go TV Libya, oh ye akechi papa, and ye may go TV sono. We are so trans manufacture one as a wara. Koneko pe Go TV na Mnet 4. Movies Papa ya Adom. So na F4 wentia bites. F4 wentia bites. So ni madia wentia pa eya. Yes, adia shibitesa. Jawadu. Kawabo say yes. F4 wentia bites eya papa. A boat wonu mot me dictate be away. Kama. Sisi ya DM pachomonsua. Mo how kakra ewo empemno. Unya F4 wentia bites. Wana pedodo to FM 0249 591 136 0249 591 136 F4 wentia bites. O say ekekevo. Gordon's and tonic time and so any since no na ya de start here na ba be di eno komo e de achtom quick one man for message me so asa abem Dr. Hanabisu, please come and rescue us in the Kwaibi Brave municipality. Okay, Dr. Hanabisu, you do on say there I'm for friend e frem wo doctor there is some man phone number near frem na it me calling for my assistance because my message be when you know calling for your as we say Chinese people are here in Achim assume destroying farmland, building plot, water bodies, etc. We have a police station here. The district commander has been transferred, but still galamsey is still taking over our land. Please tell Dr. Bisu to come to our rescue. And to Dr. M say one so Adom. Yes, of course, I agree with Dr. Hanabisu. You can't stay in the office and expect to give others. If you leave this first for third parties to supervise, they will be compromised. Thanox, Edia also Eddie Ebain. Dr. Ebewie. And that's all. The zeal to fight galamsey, Ura community mua, who no man for anim, and I said they have been compromised.
A man for me.
The community.
No, the community. Ukona who say woman gada. E bomunsem. E dawase. E kasenya minshrawa. It will push you to do more. Uko na Ghana niti mishe wenim kase. Yaye mobo. Yaye helpless. Uko school. Na kwahwe nkwarenim. Na akrane si wompe buko petuo. Uko huma mi abrewa. No kachire we say. Me nana. Mo meboaye. Na mado mintimi nkomafu makotutu amana. Na hu abrantie wo ye young. No no de oso onye bi no akwadom bodifuo modoba. No so wadua no over 1 year. Unim se wodoba so se wudua.
Yeah.
Afi pepepe na bo so menkunu kwa afi no. Na aso.
Yeah.
When timtimi gidi se ebi abre ase minim dia happen. Na momo se wo motutu amana kese akese ntuntimi nkominti more than a year ntimi si nefu. How do they survive? You can't in fact they don't comprehend, they terrorize them. To me say my friend Kofono environmental terrorist. Oh, terrorize you. And you are who say community pano mutionum yomu meeting ma bejino pieniambo. No mudi atu omumuntu ba no oben wafu awodwan na obi atomnem ewu na Ghana fo bi wo mo mpe no kofio yi bi anante kakra bebo amane wo mo ba na mudi tu ahia in fact ahia ememu amienu a mienu ni nyina emfi area ho
okay
so no musu ye labor job e wo site on ena wo mo see wo mo yete say ye ban na me say wo mo master nti wo mo na afi wo mo bo wo mo master senity
okay
enya nya master ne ba ko if you so see MC omuti say yeba na masters ne si omumfa omumu adwumi say omu page omuti ne omunyina adwomoko enso omumfi ho ti me bisa ba ko say wo se wo be pesika akoboa wo maame no nua enti de wo ye ya wo se nkrofo maame ene nkrofo nua no nkrofo man eye o ye young 17 years akwara oh baako oko school or also Kumasi Technical University.
Okay. And where you be galamsey?
Also holidays. Na mbisa nsa ne maame ne papa mu Kumasi. Omu nim so wo house dey omu nim se metukwan. Enti communities no omu ye victims. Tina mistake back one ye ne say ye won cry and ye kan galamsey no be pointed to the very victims.
Office say baby akakra wo hu. Die ne betimi a cleaning the slate of this illegal mining.
Me patcho commitment. Zeal. Commitment from all stakeholders.
From top to down.
Me patcho I. Especially leadership. Said ye nyina be very committed. And lot of sacrifice from all stakeholders.
Will you be surprised say NDC for be galamsey?
Me patcho me nya surprise say NDC ni ye galamsey ana obi in fact me kan say they na ye call a conference.
Okay.
And now kwem no the day before and na minua
okay
eba efrem o su say yakwachi ni kunu efi galamsey side e de na betum Kumasi timin kan be man na am sisa wo my brand frame when I'm the phone to so minua ne frame o sister ye me na am se brete o say ye no say wo ba no to kan wi na am se yo bra na am the phone to so e bi o chena na me pick you mo call the next day wo frame me be 50 times man then is me menye o ye boni amamra ne ndi there's no way of stepping for him. That is the kind of commitment I'm talking about.
So even when your party officers
me patcho makasa afa mi nua me busuani patcho watemase makasa afa me busuani am katro bi se me maami owo me wo ye bia meche ne first. That is the kind of commitment I was saying, because party ni no your president aka say we declare war against illegal mining. Why should you as a loving party member also be involved in illegal mining? You can do the right thing. You can mine properly. And in fact, small scale miners. And I'm can say be a small scale miner, not just a illegal miner.
Yeah.
Or wait me a large concession, no ye illegality or illegal miner. It's me my young conclude say small scale miners illegal miners. No. And they can't galamsey gather and sell. Just as I say no, I no galamsey ama no I represent illegality. Yeni ebinum din koma. We will go to where they mine the proper way of my green mining.
Okay.
It's okay. It's no ye. But why will you go and mine in the water body? What's ye minua? Oh, and come minua de kamichua. I can't remember some fine chame. Me the new go straight to somewhere. Because you cannot terrorize the environment and people and expect to be treated nice. China phone. Umo munsio no masena umo no.
You saw your big so feelings.
Community no. Nsuo no no musa so ne so no. Wo fi kro mo ba bedin someone no na ye nsuo ne da. And if it's good for us, it should be better for you. And ye de man no. Mpempempe. Mpempempe. Do what they out to tree. Dabi. Uti tree. E come for the also want. Enti ani da ho ade ontimi nye wukrom. Why will you come and do it in our country? And a Ghana for so mu for wo machi no. Peso ma so nte se China for umukrom ukọ utry umba Ghana biem. Obusu afọ nte unka biem. Ti mesre ya manfo say let's try as much as possible. Near the right thing. Because baby a woman ne kono say I'm sorry. Na ya ndo Ghana any young communities no more than yedo ye ho ni sika de na ye hu se betimi aya de penye sika ebe haye.
And she ended the first 6 months of John Dramani Mahama-led NDC government. So far, who is say?
Me who say ekoi because if you listen ye record time aban bia baswa the speed with which I'll be form your government and so you're very very important. And me kai say 2013 ye nominate me so me in as deputy minister. It was, I think it was in May. Me kai date no specifically but na ye May. And then by February, March, no we the ministers, we ni SOEs, that state-owned enterprise, no leadership, CEOs, no. Na afesu we ni MMDCs a record time. What the near amount to acquire, and we see the nice stabilize it, and we say full price have perform, and near may be prices a conform, or the near man who will be briato to acquire. Nuntina matre say Negana Kakrana Wecha, say Miss Minchason. I was in a Niswadi, me implementing a pepe. So who said your can, brofono can say? I buy no upfra buy say.
John Mahama led NDC government.
Who can say Hanabisu led? Who can say Akosia Mansan led? Kojo Yao led. Thank you very much. I not just say John Mahama led. Enti a yene legacy any yin a year pre. So Tina Bibia ya, Ebeka say President Mahama. Enti when is any swadi who be and your cancer wokoha. Obi bisa me said, you turn am si oh. Ebia. Who said got a bima if you want on prano semina meeting me out of better. Onu no nim de wo hwehwe wana ban e no hwehwe de nkrofo to baby ya ti na de ma 20 ne Ghana na friend mineral development fund sa ni company no me catch mineral development fund and ne by the grace of God ye adwuma to say a proper corporate body ye adwumam no amanfo mba late and na sa 8 to 5 no ye ho ani ho bia adwuma wo ho ayeye we don't leave documents behind ye adwuma wo akire.
To wait me upon 7, 8, you know.
Me patcho it me upon 10.
Ade.
Say your juma high.
Which overtime?
There be into overtime we love our nation. Into overtime. Ya
wait me 24-hour economy wo no.
Oh, you bet me a run a shift if the need be dear. And you bet me. And also say your economy no won use phone. So be baba to say me ti phone su di nkomo. I am fair juma. Yenye. Ya kwotena ho no ma. Your corporate affairs directorate.
Okay.
Woman dealing with social media, and it is their job to do it. The MDF, economy so no, you cannot be rude to anybody who works in there. If it's there because we are a corporate entity. Patriotism say, enti who ni say ya ban adwuma, who ni say ya private entity. And say ya wadwuma, no be rema. That person is very important to you. If we say, well, your customer or your stakeholder, how do you treat that person?
As a national women organizer, do you feel sad, say, or president or leader, your president, and me for 30% of the bush or the share Ghana mass will be no more?
Me pacho we explain your myself say 30% overall 30%.
Yeah.
Yeah, Timijidi say maintaining calculate the end results of from MMDCs to CEOs any can say any the board any ministers. Me can say my calculated percentage in Samia and Mepoa. I can't even speak to the exact percentage. But the last count me did say no do.
NDC for you happy.
NDC here happy. Yeah, by also happy. We are all contributing. Make sure say buy never succeed. Because you na your brain apart in the buy. And we truly want our government to succeed. Ghana for to abamaye. Said ye be ya ye bit me as a son.
Mami say a question.
A
question, sir, please ask Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisiu. Since they took over, has she captured any woman with a zip line drone. Back at Damsey Michael and then we buy.
Since we took over, I'm not in charge of zip line. That is number one. Now, number two, the person can share the crying and bleeding MPP say.
Okay.
Drone at the end, me can nano, and I still stand by what I said.
Okay.
Because they lied, and the then vice president lied to the nation of Ghana.
That.
Say, drone no day ban. What was the first excuse?
The first reason.
The first reason. You saw excuse. The first excuse to bring in the drone. What was it? We in some training. They no more kind.
Be sporty and row every one end to the other.
No.
Okay.
First, I do more say, and my ye won't crassy a ye won. And man no mu free me ye moja a 2 omunti omuni. Kaini ye. And see drones so no dim a befa moja con crass and ye dia momum aqua transfuse. Yes, and that was a big deception to us as a country and a nation. That they should bow their heads in shame.
Are they? Me
beside that then in Siansari say, oh mommy, one village in Ghana, just one. A yet blood transfusion or the mamia. And come apologize.
Ain't the marker so unbecome naked?
Me pacho se me ye kurasini. Na me ti honomono. And you see, I speak for millions of women. Me you'll be a maintenance for Kumichini. In fact, for me to be national men's organizer, me money in am could be a few one me to make 3 days na menda. And I make I don't go straight to fee. Me do baby na di achia. I engage and crawl for whilst I'm working. Because I must know on mine. Na sabi. Emra womudi drone. Ekofa President John Dramani Mahama dying so mra na O2 afi ne official residence. Enyo ma we mu ne wo. Yan ye wo nkurase no. Na meka me de me ho fra. Ye ti drone ye nim se etwa mfonyini eye video. Na wo kone ebisa se wo mu beka so mu di drone e ba no. O me kan zip line chire obi. Na sabi when a year studies, what was the statistics that was done? Studies ben ye chire say mana ye sabi o mu hwiro mu nkwa we nkurase no. Se mo jampo na tu o ma ye primary course. When a year studies. And when na beka chire yen say ye bom moja e we nkurase. Enti so on beka chire me say me oban nti na medu ho no mu bisa me dia bisa me drone. Obeni Ghana for be din komo wo sadro me enne mineral development fund your agriculture drone me sorry I'm not an irresponsible leader timika to say me bro pen we I will explain the type of pen and why I'm bringing the pen.
Do you think it's a zip line drone in Faso or Ghana?
Many ni sem Faso was because COVID by it exposed them. COVID by me hanamete there were COVID patients me deliver drugs ma womo using Uber near the koto omo kwanyano. They were nkrofo many omu gina video call and taking them through the process and staying with them, encouraging them, investigating and get omu timi dindro akoko nkrofo fie. Echire no me ye pushi sa blood ade na tonsuo mu no man ka some for electoral materials.
Will you support the president ma entwem?
Imagine ni ho me kasa imagine ho imagine ni me nya ho analysis as far as I'm concerned me kura se me hu se o waka obi ayede adura aba ho
okay
o mu movie free ho and o mu kan say accident si wo highway ana me so me ka che o me say okay accident si a me mpese bone beto na mmom sabi say ye obusuani a no ama ayi drone na wo ka no na atam doctor de na ko ho na akwakoye a drone me ka che o me say emma no de ye hia the blood of good rose on your advance na president Mahama ye na mo grandin no ye here say cheap compounds na mo buy mutua ward assistant training any medical doctor and doctor assistant training no no o mo na nkedom gu those cheap compounds and cheap compounds they were getting rotten in the various communities and the here na some benti me ka kire MPP for ne say me ka kire mo say bibie ni ho amoya ebefa enti montena ase na bow your head in shame so be kan kire yen say mudi drone ba na mudi moja akome nkrase fo ma na mo moja because ka say yan nie san bi eni adwene
me da se nwure
me pa cho me so me da se
ya menka
emme non ka Ghana onko mampanyene ho onka mineral development fund me mineral development fund I'm speaking for the mining communities e wo ye mem nya me ndom omboa onhira oman Ghana